Can Xavi Simons and James Maddison play in the same team? I've seen a lot of debate online about who you'd rather have back at the moment, Solanke, Kulusevski or Maddison. And my head went straight to Maddison because I can't get the thought out of my head of having Xavi Simons and James Maddison on the same pitch. I think that will be an absolute beautiful thing to watch. And there's so many reasons for this, but I just think the main thing is that good players find solutions all over the pitch. And having two players who are that technically good, but also that intelligent, I think would be such a joy to watch and so effective as well. Maddison and Simons are so good at picking up pockets of space in the tightest of areas. They're so good at getting out of trouble with great footwork. And I think just having those two players on the pitch solves so many problems. They can break lines with their passing. They can create things against low blocks, which I think we struggle with in terms of shooting from range, but also finding that pass through the eye of the needle. Now, where do they fit in the same team? For me, I sometimes think fans of football put too much value on positions. Players are not positions, players are players. And getting players in their optimal zones is much more important than having them in their stereotypical position. So for me, you play one of them off the left and have the 10 and the left winger rotating. What we've seen from Odobert and Simons so far could be even more impressive with someone like Maddison on the left, where they can constantly combine, rotate, create things out of nothing. I'm also of the belief that in certain games you can play Maddison in the pivot. I think maybe with his ACL he might slow down a bit on all his twisting and turning, but what he still can do is spray passes excellently. Now, I think when you're looking at kind of discussions like this, you have to look at some of the greatest teams of all time, and the best international side ever, Spain, they had about 6 typical central midfielders on one pitch, and they made it work because good players find solutions. As much as I think profiles are important, there's certain players who are that good technically and that intelligent that you just have to find a way to get them on the pitch together, and they will do the rest. Obviously, you need a certain structure for them to play in, but let them be free. Let players create what they want to create. Let players solve problems like they've done throughout their career, because at the end of the day, talent is way more important than any structure. Players are the ones that win games, not managers, and giving them a structure that they can thrive in and be free in is the key to success. I think PSG have done it so well. They've given amazing young creative players the platform to go and do their thing. And I actually think having two of them on the pitch is even more optimal because they'll be on the exact same wavelength as each other. So for me, as long as Maddison is fit and healthy when he's back, I think that would be an absolute joy to watch. And I think they would work so well together. In the constant rotations in that left half space, I think, wow, what a sight that would be.